Hello everyone, welcome back to Retrothon 2023. We have a Sonic CD 80% race between None21 and Toogs. With me, I also have two other commentators, if you'd like to introduce yourselves.
I can go first. Oh, this is Zonder69. I am like a 5-year runner of this game, I believe, and I do both the 80% and AGF categories. And then the third commentator here is Shore05. Introduce yourself.
Oh, let's try again. Hello. Shore. I held record in 80% for one day, so I'm okay at this game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I actually forgot to introduce myself. JoyWhippy69. I've also held the record at one point, so we are decently, fairly knowledgeable with this game in a couple spots here and there. We'll be bouncing between each other and how this race will go, but this game has had a lot of improvements and a lot of changes over the course of a couple of months since a recent tournament of this game happening last year. So this will be an interesting watch. So I believe we can count it down for our runners. This one, the runners getting ready. Yeah, we can see the startup screens happening. So I'll start to count it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Good luck.
Good luck, you two.
Alright, so what time are we expecting here?
I'm thinking 23.
I think, yeah, 21, 22. I actually forget what's a. Wait, this is palm tree. Never mind.
22.
Yeah, 22 is like good. Standards.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm taking a bit of a detour there. Toogs with the 23.
Yeah, really nice.
So,
yeah. Unfortunately, none getting inside that wall there. So there's like a cute little thing you can do when you cut through that wall there. You break in through the other floor, but that is not the desirable outcome of the route. But this is pretty early on, so you can see some changes in the rest of the run here.
Oh, certainly.
But yeah, early on. But yeah, really early on both of these stages, you're gonna see a lot of use of the speed shoes. So in classic Sonic, you can get a speed cap. Ooh, I'm liking this Toho music here. I'm getting jiggy with it. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, so there is no speed cap when you have speed shoes, so you can just hold right, which you always want to hold right on in games like these when you're in the air, especially. So you don't get any kind of speed cap, and you can maintain all that speed shoes momentum through the air, and you want to keep it all the way to the end of the stage, preferably.
Yeah, our runners here are experts at holding right, one could say. So
yeah, especially this part. You hold right here for 3 to 4 seconds.
The first boss here, I don't know the names of any of these bosses, but they do have names. This one, yeah, you kind of just damage boost and get 3 short hits on him, and it's done. And here at the end, Nun's going for a quick exit here. So if you time your peelet correctly, you can just like fall directly into that tunnel exit and save a little bit of time. So 20 is very solid for this level, and Toogs of the 21 is also pretty good.
So we're gonna get our first introduction of the moving peel out as well as our first level wrap by doing specific directions while you're doing your moving peel out, which both of these runners are going to utilize some pausing to get the inputs correctly. We can get enough speed to just zip off the wall from the left side and go far enough to the left boundary to just underflow our coordinates to just reach to the end of the stage here. A stage that would normally take roughly like 30 plus seconds to get through, you could just end in roughly 17 seconds. So really nice from both runners.
Yeah, the only
that-
unfortunate
moving-
thing is that there's a chance that even if you do everything right, you won't get the level rep just because subpixels are a thing, and that's RNG.
Mm-hmm. So the peel out specifically is an ability that Sonic can do by holding up and jumping. It gives Sonic the maximum amount of speed possible, even faster than a spin dash here. Jumping at a certain frame on a slope on that spot can make him reach the top of the ceiling, which skips a decent portion of the beginning section, and you can just kind of just jump right over and land on a section where the speed shoes can be located. And both of our runners are going to do it one more time using the flipper on the second half of the stage to get up the ceiling, and going to use another moving peel out to clip through this wall and just zip to the right.
Excellent collision too from both runners. This stage is quite difficult. It's very easy to make mistakes in this one.
Yeah, one of the hardest levels to get down for sure.
Sure. Collision 3, both runners are going to be going for a boss skip at the beginning where you MPO and do a frame perfect jump. And if they miss it, they can do another backup. And none gets it. And look at that, you just go straight over the boss, get a 3-second time.
Toogs get it. Oh, Toogs not getting it, but thankfully there is just a wall right beside him, so it's more or less just a 2-second time loss. It's not even the biggest time loss in the world, but you can see the differences between making the jump and not making the jump is a roughly 2-second time difference.
Yeah, for a game like this, that can be pretty big. Losing 2 seconds.
Now both runners are going to do another peel out to bounce on 2 batnets in the air to barely reach the top of the ceiling to get to another section, which you can drop through the floor essentially to clip back inbound and use the time travel to get into another area of the level. So I believe that was our first time travel too. So time traveling here allows us to change the level geometry, because the levels are different between different time periods. So some layouts are more favorable depending on the time period. There is a wall that would be in your way if you were remained in the present time period. So going into the future, there will allow us to just go right through that section. So you'll see some use of time traveling throughout the run.
Oh yeah, and it's also worth mentioning that this game, the reason time travels are fast in this game is because the game is timed in game time and not in RTA because of time bonuses. So it allows for time travels to actually be used in the run and allows them to essentially save time over just playing the level normally, because obviously the animation takes quite a bit of time to play.
Yeah.
See going for another time travel strat again. Try to maintain this time travel, hopefully. Doesn't seem to be able to get it through here.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's pretty hard to do. You have to follow like a very kind of movement and hope things go right. Otherwise, yeah, you lose a lot of time like that.
Yeah, this time travel is probably the hardest one in the whole run. It's very difficult to do consistently.
Yeah,
because the fireballs, where how they spawn is random. Or I believe it might be on a power on cycle. I'm not 100% sure. So it's very difficult to anticipate.
It's Tidal Tempest 3 boss fight.
Infamous one.
Yeah, so this boss has one hit. Do one hit and you get the kill, but you have to pop a bubble to get through. And hopefully none can squeeze into the spot he popped the bubble on to get the hit. Very nice. And hopefully Toogs can follow suit as well.
No, he did not get a...
Okay, so it's essentially really hard to make up the failed hit on the second go around. So what Toogs did there was press all 3 jump buttons during the pause screen, which enables a quick reset, so you can just start the beginning of the level as soon as possible. You may notice that the level, the fight itself, is not as like the bubbles are definitely don't look like bubbles, and that's just because of MPOing making that part look weird.
Yeah. Also,
the wrap first try here, yeah. Very nice.
Really nice.
yeah, and that's
So,
like
yeah,
one
this
of the
level
biggest spots
you-
for this game.
Yeah.
So this was discovered at some point last year. Found by quite a prominent runner, and it was just found while they were labbing like a score attack route, and this saves about like 6 or 7 seconds, which is like really crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy find because it makes use of the difference of level collision between the 2 time periods. So Sonic is able to just respawn in the new time period, but just slightly wedged inside of the slope, which allows him to clip in and just get a level wrap. Unfortunately, Toogs having some trouble getting it, but does end up getting it, which will get him into the end of the stage here.
Also, some decent movement on Nun's side with this level. This part of the run, too, can be pretty tricky, but manageable.
I think Court 2 is a really fun stage when it all works out. It just goes by so smoothly. It's a tricky stage, but I do like it.
Yeah, so, yeah,
Jumping
for
ready
sure.
for Owless here. There's a jump in this level that we call Owless.
Yeah.
That saves about 3 seconds if you get it. See, so he's gonna MPO and he's gonna try to get a jump off this slope here. Just missed it there.
Yeah, so Owless.
If you get that jump, you maintain your speed and you can basically get to the boss arena quite a bit faster rather than having to do that MPO.
Yeah, the MPO makes him jump up to the top conveyor belt, so it skips any runner having to do another moving peel out through the wall just to keep persevering. So it just makes that part a little faster. So we have like a really fun boss going on right now. He can Nun has the privilege to be able to hold right for approximately 40 plus seconds. It's really nice. I like it. Really adds to the game. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I like to call this a nice kind of mental like break or something, or exhaust.
Toogs got Owless, and now he can hold right 3 seconds earlier than Nun did. It's really good.
Yeah. 58 is not a bad time for this level. Pretty nice.
Time for Wacky One.
Yeah.
I would call it something, but I'm not gonna do it here. But it's a really difficult stage to do properly. Wacky One is a funny one.
It's very
interesting that
it right though.
Yeah, like everything is in your control, although it's pretty complicated and it can take a while, but once you get it, it's very fun.
Until you mess up, of course.
Yeah, this whole stage is cycles. The floor being bumpered is cycles. The platform positionings are all cycles. But this is looking like a really clean
What a
one.
beauty.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Oh, just don't soft lock. Careful. Okay, good. You got it.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Safe. Solid.
It's kind of hard to get the horizontal alignment correctly, like quickly enough. But that's still pretty good.
Wacky One for Toogs here. Oh, Toogs taking
He's doing a bit of a different route.
Yeah, taking the top route here, which is definitely still good. If the platform cycles are good, he can just land straight into this section here. Oh, getting the bounce off.
Oh, he got something on the ceiling.
Meanwhile, Nun to One is approaching Wacky 2, or is in Wacky 2. So, recently found strat, going into the pass and MPOing through the wall on the left. He can get into a position which allows him to get enough speed to get a wrap into the end of the stage here. Nicely done.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So just an interesting fact, up until like very recently, the only level wrap in this game was Collision 1, because there were a couple other ones, but they were considered like not viable for RTA stuff. And then after the tournament for this game got announced, there was like 3 new raps found.
Yeah, but like Toogs showing like how like devastating Wacky 1 can be. That's why I mean I like to call it what I wanted to call it, but it's a terrible stage when it feels like it wants to be. It's a fan favorite for some folks, but some people do like it though. Yeah, it's nice when it does work.
Yeah, so Wacky 3 here is basically just another kind of waiting simulator level, although it kind of requires... Well, the jumps here aren't really tough. You can kind of take your time because Eggman just kind of waits there for like 2 or 3 seconds after you get like to where he is before he moves up, so it's like no rush, but sometimes like people just rush it because why not?
Yeah, and I mean it's not impossible to mess the jumps up. So like if you do, and you fall down, it loses quite a bit of time. It can be kind of scary sometimes.
Yeah.
But Nun's got it. Very nice.
Dude's getting the wrap in Wacky 2, while Nun is doing some clean work in Wacky 3, hitting the capsule or whatever that is.
Robert got away.
Yeah. Dr. Rotund's grand escape.
Yeah. Oh, and Subpixel's the level coming out. This level, movement-wise and inputs, is not necessarily the most difficult thing, but if you get unlucky, it can end very badly.
Oh, he lost his time
like that.
Yeah, you definitely want to be in the past here to just have a way more smoother level in here. Oh, losing his time travel again.
Yeah, I think Nun might be like holding right a bit too early.
Oh, did he lose time travel?
Yeah.
This is troubling. He's got 8 lives to work with. Oh, top route. I guess we just keep doing it till we get it, I suppose.
Yeah. Can be kind of tight to get this, for sure.
So what's happening here is he's actually rolling too early, and because of that, he's losing speed, which makes his time travel go away. There we go. You got it.
That was a bit. Yeah, that was pretty correct.
6 times of charm. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell none. Oh yeah, and this is Subpixel's level.
Yeah.
Oh, he got good pixels. Right.
Good.
Oh, we got the sloop skip. Beautiful. No fly there to screw him over.
Looking juicy.
Wow.
Look at that.
Whoa, that's
Beauty.
nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
Who's in Stardust One himself now? Catching up.
That gave a lot of time back to the Toogs' hand here, and like those resets, getting Toogs back into this. If he can get a solid Stardust 1 right now, it's only like an act away.
This is another hold right simulator. Although actually, I guess you're not really holding right, but you are going right.
Oh, Toogs is going for the better bottom route. Oh, baby.
No. That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. No, don't listen to Judge.
Yeah, I agree with Zandra on this one.
Okay, no, you see, no, okay, 2's won already because he did the superior.
Well, None did the other route just fine. It was just the beginning that was giving him trouble.
Yeah.
And now we're coming up to the boss fight with John Putin and Metal Cody, the classic. This stage is very fun as well.
Didn't get unlucky by the monitors there. Like sometimes if you try to go through them, one of them will just stop you, and then you gotta like charge another kilo to like go to the right.
Yeah, there's a lot of holding right involved, but there's also specific points you want to NPO, well, peel out specifically just to get a little bit of distance away from Metal Cody here. Now allow you to just have a lot of space in time to do a peel out by the end of the race, so you can have Metal Cody catch up to you much faster because you're by the finish line, and it speeds up the fight pretty decently.
This could be risky.
Yeah, nothing can't stop it all here.
Yeah, just have to just.
Ooh, that was close. That was close. Yeah, usually at the end you want to stop and you want to wait for Metal Sonic to come because it saves a bit of time. You kind of hold the Pirlo at the end of the level. But
yeah, and that's because like Eggman will have his rubber banding going on, and that saves like 0.7 seconds if I'm correct or exact on that.
Yeah, it's not too much, but it can count depending on how far away from your PB you are.
So we have her final level wrap here, Metallic 1, which it could be pretty finicky, especially when the frames wants to be pretty funny here.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
Very nice. First try.
That was fast too.
Yeah, that was really nice. It's like a 22? Yeah, 22. Really
That's
nice.
great. Wow. First try. So nice.
Actually grading.
Yeah.
Yahoo!
Much better than playing through the level that sometimes can give you bad subpixels, so...
We got Toogs doing it as well, while None is going to do a quick reset because the cycles in the pistons here are not in a favorable position, so it actually saves 2 IGT seconds there.
And Toogs can't get up to the non-level wrap.
It seems like Toogs was going for the normal level, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe so.
I think he was doing a wrap.
Yeah, the wrap only saves like 2 to 3 seconds. It's not much of a time save.
Yeah.
No, this is
doing the usual route here.
Damage boost.
Oh, wait, Toogs took death again. Yeah, just getting up there. That spike in the ceilings, being a little nasty bugger or whatever.
Gets it there. Now he's on the way.
Very nice.
Will None do the tasks up here? Is what I'm wondering. I'm not sure.
So
One of the most annoying strats in this game.
it's not inherently the tightest strat ever, but unlucky.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, that works. Yeah, that's fine.
Looks like he's not going for it. Yeah,
Not
just
bad.
gonna play it normal, which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
And the final showdown
Good
with
idea.
Dr. Robert.
Yeah, let's see if he gets the quick bug kills here. Nice.
Got
Oh,
one ring.
ooh, only one ring.
Should be fine if the ring doesn't feel like falling through the floor, which it loves
If
to
it
do.
falls through on the first hit, it's there.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, I guess there it goes.
Oh,
I mean, it should be.
That seemed to be a moment of panic there, I believe. That's okay.
I think, yeah, Nun's gonna just take this slow here. Ooh,
I actually don't know how you get the second hit. Oh, whoa. Well, that's how you get it, I guess.
I've never seen that before.
he got the hit, but I don't know if I would have done that.
That was quite risky.
Yeah. That might have been the game-changing.
He's got oh,
hit
that was
there.
also really close there, but he's going for it. He's going for everything here.
Oh, Two's going for the funny zippy zip here. My favorite.
I can't do that strat. Unlucky, but everyone else can.
And
GG
Nun's
to Nun.
gonna finish off.
GG.
Jeez.
Good stuff.
I wonder what that IGT was. I wasn't keeping track.
Neither was I.
Not sure.
Uh,
I didn't. I didn't look at my grandfather clock before the run started, so I can't. Yeah, I can't. Get
Yeah.
out the results here, but but yeah, good stuff done.
Yeah, pretty nice.
So we have Toogs come in the final boss here. Hopefully, we'll actually have more than one ring, opposed to what none had. So it was like we're not worried like he's gonna die or whatever.
Hello everyone. Hello.
Hey, None. Good job.
Well, no.
Oh, good job, None. Congratulations.
GG.
GG's.
But I let Dr. Robert escape, so
Yeah,
Yeah, no
good
congrats,
ending.
bad ending. You held it right pretty well, though. It's okay. You should be proud of yourself, man.
yeah, I'm pretty proud because like I haven't played this game in like a hot second. And I'm actually surprised I got that second hit off the egg, and I thought I was gonna die, but I was like, oh, what? Can you
That was crazy.
Yeah. I went to you panicked, did you? Or did you forget?
To be honest, I just kind of went for it. I was kind of I was trying to try and die, but like it just kind of worked out, I guess. So,
That's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Yeah, when I saw you going for that second hit out, I was with no rings. I was like, I was kind of hungry, so why not like this for a bit? But when you got the hit, I was like, okay, thank goodness.
Also, GG's to Toogs for finishing. Congrats.
GG.
GG.
But yeah,
job.
who actually my OST was from Domino Bright. So music modding is allowed for Sonic CD runs. So I was using like a mixture of like different fighting games from like Under Night and Birth, Monkey Blood, and Street Fighter There's Drake.
I approve.
Yeah, and yeah, some Toho. So because I like Toho music, so
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great songs in there.
for sure. But yeah, if you're thinking about running Sonic CD, you can have fun with the music. So we're not gonna like reject your runs if you use like different music for your runs. We'll allow it. So
Yeah, there's quite a good amount of runners, like a good amount of runs on the board, and then too, there's a tutorial document and a video series that kind of goes over that, and it's pretty useful if you ever felt like wanting to learn the game. It has a lot of neat stuff.
The tutorial is like a really good tool if you want to learn this game. That's how I learned it from. Actually, these three fellows right here, they made it. Joey, Shore, and Alexandre, yeah, they made that tutorial. So props to them for making such a detailed tutorial. Because
I'd highly. Sorry. I'd highly recommend this. Like, if you're interested in getting into classic Sonic, I'd highly recommend this game. It's got a bunch of cool glitches, and it's also, in my opinion, the easiest game to get started with. It's not doesn't have too big of a difficulty curve for new runners, and it's got some cool stuff. So.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a very solid first game for someone who wants to like dive into the classic Sonic games, and maybe if they want to run different games, but if they want like a nice enough approach, then CD is just the right game for that.
Yeah, for sure. See,
Absolutely.
like MPO is like not that hard to do. It's like literally like peel out, pause, switch from like up to like down right, and it's like literally anyone can do it. So
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, it sounds difficult initially, but it's actually not that bad at all. It makes sense once you know how it works.
yeah, but shout out to the classic Sonic speedrun community. You know, very epic people out there speedrunning some games. You know, they're very chill to teach you a lot of stuff if you're a beginner and all. So yeah, shout outs to them. Very friendly community. Yeah, shout outs to Toogs too. I know he's muted, but shout outs to Toogs. Very talented, not only a Sonic speedrunner, but a Mario speedrunner. He especially plays like Mario Galaxy. He's running like Mario, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I believe. Like he's like a very cool person to watch. So shout out to him too.
He's a pretty good Mario and Sonic speedrunner, so yeah, he's really awesome.
Yeah, but you guys got any shout outs? I'm pretty.
Shout outs to Glenn O'Brien, the GOAT, the master of holding right.
Yeah, shout outs to Burton for finding the NPO strat in the first place back in like the 2000s or something. It's a game revolutionary trick.
Dinosaur era, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right, but I believe we have one more game in the marathon. We have the classic Sonic trilogy by Supersonic coming up, so stay tuned for that.
Oh, can't wait for that one now. But yeah, see you guys later. Stay tuned for Sonic Trilogy.
See you guys later.